Hello students. So as we are studying about basic civil engineering, so in the continuation of the previous lectures, today we'll start the new topic biodiversity that was chosen from environmental science 5th unit of basic civil engineering. So first we'll learn the definition or introduction of the biodiversity. So as we know, and today most of us live in a social and technologically evolved society where our explorative potential and knowledge of nature has increased academically, but the problem is that our contact with it has reduced. It may have reduced to such an extent as to be dangerous to us and to the nature itself. So biodiversity is the vast area of all species of plants, animals, insects, and maybe the microorganisms inhabiting the earth either in the aquatic or terrestrial habitats. So the human civilization depends directly or indirectly upon this biodiversity for their very basic needs of survival: food, fodder, fuel, maybe leather, medicines, or other several raw materials. So this diversity is the condition for the long-term sustainability of the environment, continuity of life on earth, and the maintenance of its integrity. So this is all about the introduction of biodiversity or the definition of biodiversity, maybe in the other term, which describes every living organism within a single ecosystem or habitat, including number and diversity of species and all environmental aspects such as temperature, oxygen and carbon dioxide level and climate. So now we'll move to the next slide, that is about types of biodiversity. So basically there are three types of biodiversity exist in ecosystem. So first is genetic biodiversity. So basically genetic diversity refers to the diversity within species. So each individual species possesses genes which are the source of its own unique features. Like in human beings, for example, the huge variety of people's faces reflects each person's genetic individuality. And the term genetic diversity also covers the distinct populations of a single species, such as the thousands of breeds of different dogs or the numerous varieties of roses. Or in technical words, it includes the genetic variations within species, both among geographically separate populations and among individuals within single populations. And the second type of biodiversity is species biodiversity, which and species diversity is the number of different species that are represented in a given community. So the effective number of species refers to the number of equal abundant species needed to obtain the same mean proportional species abundance as that observed in the dataset of interest. Or in other words, it includes full range of species from microorganisms to giants and mammoth varieties of plants and animals, for example single-celled viruses and bacteria, etc., and multicellular plants, animals and fungi. And the last type of biodiversity is ecosystem diversity, that deals with the variations in ecosystem within a geographical location and its overall impact on human existence and the environment. So basically ecosystem diversity is a type of biodiversity. It studies variation in the biological communities in which species exist and interact, or in ecosystem found a region or the variation in ecosystem or the whole planet. So this was about types of biodiversity. Next slide is about losses of biodiversity. So there may be two types of losses through which biodiversity may be reduced. So biodiversity is reduced or destroyed in a number of ways, either by natural changes or by human deception. So the loss of even a single species is considered as a tragedy, as each form of life is a natural storehouse or irreplaceable substances, the genetic material. So as species become extinct, the fine balance of nature is disturbed to great extent. So first we'll see or learn the natural causes, like what are the natural causes that maybe the loss of and due to that maybe the loss of biodiversity. So natural causes, a species arises through process of mutation, isolation, and natural selection. So evolution can proceed gradually over millions of years or may occur in large jumps when new organisms migrate into an area or where environmental conditions change rapidly. In a sense, species that are replaced by their descendants are not completely lost. The much larger modern horse, for instance, has replaced the tiny Hypops, but most of its genes probably still survives in its distant offspring. And that is for example given. And the second is human caused extinctions. As we practically or daily life we sees how human causes the extinctions of biodiversity. Like man has a long history of dependence on biological resources, hence depletion of resources is obvious. It has never been the pursuit of mankind to completely destroy other species, but in a variety of ways, through ignorance or carelessness, we have reduced biological abundance for the and driven species into extinctions. So man as a hunter in stone as may have been responsible for the extermination of the mega fauna of both American and Eurasia during the Pleistocene era. So this is like one example for how human is causing extinctions of the some species that may further cause due to the loss of may further loss of biodiversity. Now this is the measuring, how we can measure biodiversity. So there are three methods or three geographical scales which can be used to measure biodiversity. First one is alpha diversity, that is about like it indicates the number of species in a single community. So the index can be used to compare the number of species in different ecosystem types, that is alpha diversity. And the beta diversity is it indicates the degree to which species composition changes along an environmental gradient. And the gamma diversity is the rate at which additional species are encountered as geographical replacements within a habitat type in different locations or localities. So this is how we can measure biodiversity. There are three scales on which we can measure diversity or biodiversity. This the last slide is about hotspot of the biodiversity. So basically hotspot diversity is a biogeographic region that is both a significant reservoir of biodiversity and is threatened with destructions. So the term biodiversity hotspot specifically refers to 25 biologically rich areas around the world that have lost at least 70% of their original habitat. So basically hotspot are like areas with rich biodiversity and exhibit high levels of endemism which are under immediate threat of species extinction, and habitat destructions are recognized on priority basics worldwide for conservation practices and are known as hotspot. So this is the definition of hotspot. Like what is the hotspot of biodiversity? Like some areas with rich biodiversity and high levels of endemism which are under immediate threat of species extinctions are habitat destructions are recognized as on priority basis worldwide for the conservation practices and are known as hotspots. So if you talk about India, there are like out of all hotspots, there are two hotspots lies in India. Those are first one is northeastern Himalayas and second one is Western Ghats region in the south. So this was all about a small introduction of biodiversity, and that was chosen from your syllabus, basic civil engineering. Thank you.